the Duke Blue Devils here at Cameron Indoor Stadium, hosting the Arizona State Sun Devils in the Brotherhood Run Charity. As Sean Phillips will jump it up with Common Malawach. Corey, early on, what are you looking for offensively from Duke?
Well, you want to see them be able to get the basketball inside. That's one of the areas where Cooper Flagg has been special, and we see
side to their freshman sensation. Quainton's trying to post it up. He's guarded by Flagg, the good denial. It's Mason with the jumper, knocking it down. Missouri State, because he does provide that scoring touch.
Well, I tell you what, Bobby Hurley's always going to be excited about a point guard. One thing for certain, you got to have a great point guard, and you got to have a great player like Cooper. As you see Flagg attacking the basket, going to the rim, the ability to finish.
You know grassroots basketball better than anyone. You have seen Cooper Flagg and known his family since 7th grade.
That makes him different from everyone else.
That is just swatted.
Malawach coming over, denying Quaintons. Jaden Quaintons has the ability to go off the bounce. Does a great. And you got to imagine Quaintons wants to play well. He's a North Carolina native, so this is a great opportunity for him.
Look out! Cooper Flagg rising up, and he will draw the foul.
There are some guys that have earned their roles already as freshmen. Not only Cooper this summer. By the way, a guy from USA Basketball by the name of Grant Hill is in attendance today.
Caleb Foster, the sophomore out of Harrisburg, North Carolina. He's one of those guys that they feel like he is flying under the radar as Malawach finishes.
Absolutely, and it's hard to imagine. It's been 10 years since Bobby Hurley was a coach on the stage. So, of course, going back to his MAC days and hitting the transfer portal.
Freeman, the transfer from University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, throws that one away to Foster. Foster with a man on his hip, and he lays it in.
That's the difference between being a freshman.
It's funny how players always remember what they do inside this building.
Absolutely.
Cooper Flagg, turnaround jumper. That's good D. Family is here, and his players, a lot of guys playing in Cameron Indoor for the first time, as that one is swatted by Quaintons.
And Arizona State actually brought a number of their fans. Of course, Malik Brown, who was all ACC defensive team and led the ACC in steals a season ago at Syracuse, now in a Blue Devil uniform.
Well, the offense.
When you look at this team, John Shire has a great mix, be successful in this league, and of course a uniform swap, but now coming to what is one team. And you have to be, because when you consider, I mean, right now they have 11 guys that could be stars anywhere. As Cooper Flagg comes off showing off that.
Arizona State brought in a ton of shooters, but Bobby Hurley said in their first scrimmage against UC Irvine, they did not show the touch from the outside. And he said
about this Duke defense coming in, playing against all the switching that John Shire wants them to do. And there's a guy who doesn't have a hard time finding his shooting touch off on that one. 1991-92 when Bobby Hurley and Grant Hill were winning national championships. And I can never say that without mentioning Christian Laettner.
17-year-old Jaden Quaintons. He was a guy who originally committed to Kentucky. And then when Calipari decided to take the job, oh my goodness! Problem defensively. Someone lost a shoe. That's Nunez behind the play as laying it in is Con Knippel. The missed layup there by Ali. And Knippel coming the other way. Nice pass finding Gillis all alone for the lay-in.
Every day.
Quaintons did a nice job staying on the ground as Arizona State finds themselves down by 10. And another turnover, a travel call.
Drafted, you can play in the NBA. Jaden Quaintons will not be draft eligible because he doesn't turn 18 until July of 2025.
Proctor rising up. Did not draw iron, so the shot clock continues to tick. It's at 10. In and out dribble, getting to the hole. Tough into the paint. But it's Miller coming away. Arizona State try to get back in this game down 10. Freeman.
And you think about how much they love basketball, but more importantly, how much they love their team. And they know so much about them, what makes them work, what makes them click.
Duke on a 9-0 run right now. Nice spin move, watch out. Jaden.
That size and frame, he is dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Foster with the penetration.
Quaintons, you see how physically mature he is at 17 years old, but then you look at the 7'3" wingspan and the skill that he has on the perimeter that allows him to be so special.
Yeah, no, I live in Orlando. Cooper played the last few years at Mount Verde in Orlando and got a chance to know him then. He played this summer with us with the Olympic team on the select. Favorite player was Christian Laettner. And I'm thinking you're too young to know who Christian Laettner is, but he's here at Duke now, and obviously
Laettner's biggest fan, so you know Kelly very well, and she absolutely adores Christian Laettner. But we think about, and we talk about Late, the first time I met Bobby Hurley.
I had a good time, and when we left, we said we'll be back here in a few. He threw an assist by having me come on during this segment.
Well, so with my role, I just throw it up for
Excellence, hard work, discipline. Obviously, there's values that are important to this program, and we've had so many great players through the year. We talk about the brother in the season.
Grant Hill, we appreciate you joining us, man. Enjoy the rest of this night. It is a special night here at Cameron Indoor Stadium.
I appreciate you guys, and John, just
to see this brotherhood run continue moving forward, bringing Johnny Dawkins in the same scenario.
And the best part, it's for a great cause, as Cooper Flagg rising up his 3 off the mark. 11 Eastern. What a way to tip off the season.
Absolutely. Me and my guy Wes Durham will be at Elon, North Carolina, to continue to get better with Tyrese Proctor. He's moved primarily off the ball this year, where he's been the point guard for the last 2 seasons. Now we'll be off the ball more.
Scrimmage originally against UC Irvine, just haven't seen the touch from the outside.
Remaining, Duke's only going to have 28 points. I think you're happy with your defense from that standpoint.
Tracking down the rebound is Jihad. He's been one of the best players on the floor this first half for Arizona State. Launching a 3, and there's the first one knocked down by the Sun.
Back and build a wall at that line.
Proctor lost his man, and the runner goes. We're seeing Shire said, I need to see some things out of the guys to see if they're going to be part of the rotation in the regular season.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure all 10 guys got some
basketball since he was 13 years old. Grew up playing soccer, so he's got a very high ceiling.
You know, one of the things, and I'll be honest with you, is very much growing up. And of course, got to Kansas and was very good defensively. His offense came along.
Look out behind you. Poked away by Knipple. And the lay-in on the other end by Tyrese Proctor.
But you got
offense trying to go through Jihad. Pull up baseline. I like his game.
Yeah, strong finish right.
Experience at Duke.
Starts at home. Kelly and Ralph Flagg have raised him very well. And speaking of Maine, they are high on the list of a great job manipulating
Duke in their building. Here's Caleb Foster, the sophomore, and he'll be fouled on the arm by Adam Miller.
Down shooter, but more transitioning more so to the primary ball handler, where Tyrese was 2 guards. If they're firing on all cylinders, you're talking about a dangerous team from beyond the 3.
Arizona State. Quaintance on the block, and that one is swatted. Malawach for Malawach to make sure that he knows what his role is on the floor. As they find it to him inside, can't finish, gets his own miss and puts it back in. Freeman with the shot clock winding down. It's at 3. Good defense by Knipple, right in his grill, and he forces the miss. Nice catch in traffic, but cannot finish. His Quaintance. He gets the air ball and puts it up and in, plus the foul. As Quaintance misses from the line to go along with 8 points for the Duke freshman. Knipple using the screen, and he nails the 3. Shire says he is the best. 47-23 lead here in the second half. Active hands, scrum on the floor. Cooper Flagg ahead of the pack. Hello!
Tyrese Proctor.
Corey, this is just an exhibition, but it certainly doesn't feel like it. Knipple fouled, plus the 3.
At D-U-K-E across the front of your uniform.
He's from the Midwest, the Blue Devils.
And you're looking for him right now. He's the hot hand. You got the license to take.
Proctor, nothing but nylon.
And
Jihad. And a foul called before
of this game. And Coach K doesn't show up to many games. How important Bobby Hurley was and has been to this Duke program. What player that he's coached reminded him of himself as a player? And he immediately said Bobby Hurley.
Con Knipple
Doesn't need plays run for him to get looks. You just give him the inch, he can take care of you.
is 4 for 4 from beyond the arc this half as Quaintance puts it in. Third. Then on November 5th, the field hockey quarterfinals begin, and Wednesday the 6th.
They have not been able to really get anything going against this Duke team defensively. And Duke comes off the bench with even better defenders as Mason Gillis knocks.
There's James on the D right now, on the block. Going against Jihad. Pushing everything this season. And Knipple, that is his first miss from beyond the arc this half. But he gets it back and lays it in.
But he got it back because way to get him minutes. But who do you take off the floor?
Miller from the elbow, and his jumper goes. Ali trying to get by his man.
Great job.
Forced that one.
But a great job defending in front of him. Those are the type of plays that get you more minutes.
Look at the extra passing. Sion James, the Tulane transfer, knocks down the three.
Great ball.
But they've loved the way he's adjusted to playing man D here at Duke.
Sion James spent some time with us at the Chris Paul, Jason Tatum camp in Vegas this summer. No question about it. And you see the versatility of him being able to play the point guard position, but he's a guy that also can step in and guard post players. The line right now, Darren Harris, a freshman who is another elite shooter. How do you keep guys like this confident and ready when their number's called? He's in constant communication with each one of these guys. Guys who are getting a lot of minutes, but more importantly, the guys who are not, and keeping them, making sure that their confidence stays up.
Extra pass to the corner, pump fake by B.J. Freeman. And Adam Miller, he's a catch-and-shoot guy, but can't hit the three. 10th rebound now for the freshman Malawach. Kick out, Foster, and he rattles in another three ball.
And we talk about elite shooting, but now yelling lay up because you know what's going to happen. That's how good of a shooter he was.
Sion James, they went under the screen, and he makes them pay.
You're forced to.
Everybody getting in on the action. You said it.
You can't shoot a wide open air ball, Caleb.
Freeman with a hand in his face, and he will knock down the three. What that looks like, he's going to switch things up to try to be ready for the regular season. Head fake, Isaiah Evans on the floor. And the three falls. 11 of 17 from beyond the arc here in this second half. James. Make that 12 of 18 from beyond.
And so in the way that they're going to defend each and every night, and you have to because you have so much depth on the team, everyone has to defend to get playing time. Look at Slim, a.k.a.
Johnson didn't play. Kansas was shorthanded in that exhibition game. It is raining threes in Cameron Indoor Stadium.
Last year. It doesn't get any more experience than that.
Here's a steal. Darren Harris goes reverse and lays it in.
Been a zone. It just looked like a zone because he was so far in help.
Evans, you get a three. You get a three. Corey, you get a three.
While performing at such a high level.
Now you remember John Shire in his second year as a player at Duke. He said we had units of 5 guys getting subs.
When you got this much talent, sometimes you got to be a little unconventional, and Coach K did that back in 2007 in John's second year. He may have
head fake, but couldn't finish. Under 4 minutes to play. Oh, behind the back pass. We see you, Amir Ali.
Been aggressive offensively. And again, as you mentioned, trying to find that rotation. This is great for both these coaches to see who's going to show up.
How about that in and out dribble by James?
It's a zone. We can call it a zone. That has been bothering me for a second, but it is actually a zone, and something I'm sure that Coach Shire doesn't want to use a lot of this.
Number 1 predicted to finish in the ACC this season.
And this year's Duke team, a lot similar to what pressure on you, I think separates them. But North Carolina, they believe, will be there when it's all said and done. Wake Forest looking better than 8. So going to be interesting to see how this all works out this year.
And here's the bottom of the ACC preseason poll. He's in the ACC. Harris has that one swatted by Brandon Gardner. He's the USC transfer. Off the bench, and Cameron Sheffield, the graduate transfer.
Felt as though he deserved that from what he did in practice every day. And I can tell you for certain, Bobby Hurley Sr. did not take it easy on his Jersey City, St. Anthony's, and Flint Hill Prep. Bobby Hurley versus Randolph Childress.
And it's not over just yet with .1 on the clock. Let's just end this one. Duke, the number 7 team in the country, with a dominant 103-47 win over Corey Alexander. I'm John Schriffen. We appreciate you joining us here inside Cameron Indoor Stadium. We talked about Cooper Flagg coming on air.